They say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a tractor, and right now I have neither. Welcome to the worst financial decision of my life. I've deleted my starting funds, sold my land, and effectively turned myself into a local vagrant of Farming Simulator 25. The goal is to build an empire. The reality is that I'm currently wondering if I can afford the gas to drive a borrowed truck to a job that pays less than minimum wage. If I fail one contract, or miss one lease payment, it's game over permanently. I have no equipment, no seeds, and a debt-to-income ratio that would make my banker cry. This is the $0 challenge. And if I'm being honest, I've never been more terrified of a virtual grass field in my life. We got our first little plot of land. I'm pretty sure, if we look at the map, I looked at everything on this map. On this map, I'm pretty sure that this is the cheapest land that we could have started with, which is what I want. And we got nothing but the chainsaw and that little truck over there. So what we're going to start off with is, I think we're going to chop these trees down and process them into wood. I'm going to need to maximize everything I carry in one trip. So I'm going to have to fill up that little truck as much as possible. I'm hoping we'll make enough money to where I can buy another plot of land, because there's not a lot of trees on this plot of land. And I also have to figure out how you cut these trees down again, because I do not remember. Alright, I think I got this tree mostly cleaned up, so now I just need to process it into sellable logs. I got a couple over here. So I think the strategy we're going to do is I'm going to cut them. Oh, I didn't process this thing entirely. I'm going to cut them until I'm able to pick them up. So I'm just going to take a big log like this one and then cut it in half over and over again until I get to a point where I'm actually able to carry it. Because I think the bigger the log, the more it sells for. Alright, we got our first little pile of wood processed. We cut down, I'm pretty sure that's the entire tree. Yeah, it should be, except for the little stump here, but I don't think you can really do anything with that yet. So we have our first little pile of wood here, and it looks like more that's gonna fit in the back of this truck. So let me grab this real quick, bring it over, and we'll try to stack as much as we can in here. Alright, this is gonna take a little bit of Jenga action, but I think we'll be able to do it. It's just gonna take a little bit of work to get all of this wood on there. All right, I think we got all that we're gonna fit on this trip. We're gonna have to do a couple trips. I tried fitting everything on there, and the whole truck just started collapsing sideways. So I don't think that's gonna work. But now we need to find where we sell this at. All right, I think these are the places that buy it at all and buy it for the most. We can see over here on like the stock market, I guess this is what this is. So it seems like we want to sell it to the sawmill, because they will buy it for $3,072. All right, so here's the sawmill. So that's actually pretty good. So the sawmill is just across the river from us. So we're gonna go ahead and tag that place, and I think we should be able to sell down there. We just have to make our way over there. There it is. Okay, 514 meters in that direction. Alright, we're at the sawmill, so now we just need to find where we sell that. It kind of looks like I just parked right in here, maybe? Like these yellow marked out area. I'm just going to park right here and then try park to sell. Let's see. There must be someone I have to talk to. Maybe this guy? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. So you guys can't see it, but in the top left it says sell wood now. So let's see how much we get here. Alright, we sold it. We got $500. Let's go. $571 to be exact. So that wasn't a lot of money, honestly. That for a whole tree, that was actually like nothing. But I don't know how much money we're gonna need to start off. So I mean, we'll figure it out. We might have to finagle this a little bit, but we'll definitely figure it out. I'm gonna head back there to our little plot of land, I think, and we're just gonna keep processing more wood because it's really all we can do. Actually, you know what? We have a mission right now for dead wood. This guy is paying $750 for a dead wood contract, so I think we're actually going to do that. Accept contract. There we go. So I can sell the wood once it's done. I don't know if this contract is going to require me to take out the stumps of the tree. I hope not, because if it's just cutting down the trees, I can definitely do that for this guy. And I'm pretty sure we can sell the wood afterwards for even more money. So this contract is actually a really good start for us. So we need to drive all the way down to plot 17. So we need to drive 1,340 meters. Pretty far away. Finally arrived at plot 17. Okay, the trees are marked. It's actually good. I really hope that big tree isn't a dead wood tree, but I don't think it is. I think it's literally just these 3 trees right here. So I think it's just this one, and that one over there. So this shouldn't take too long, honestly. And these trees are perfectly straight, so it's gonna be so easy to process these. This actually is gonna be such a good mission. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this. I also need to mark the closest wood selling place near me, because I don't want to drive all the way back to the sawmill if I don't have to. But, oh wait, no, okay, carpentry is the closest, 1,000 meters, so I guess we can go carpentry. But sawmill pays not that much more. Okay, yeah, we'll just go carpentry then, probably. But I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping these trees down and processing them into wood that I can actually carry. Alright, so I've sold 2 of these trees so far, and I don't know if it's because I'm cutting it wrong. You guys will have to tell me, because again, I don't know. I don't know if I'm cutting them wrong and they're too small, or if it's just because it's dead wood and it's not really worth that much. But each load I'm doing, which is taking me like 20 minutes for each tree, is only worth like $100 per tree. So I think I'm just going to cut them down, because we're at 40% for this quest. So I think I'm just going to cut them down and call it a day. Unless I have to haul them away, in which case I will. But if I don't have to haul them away, then I'd rather just get the 750 from this quest and be done with it. Alright, I think the last tree we need to cut is over here. We're at 80%. So we'll see if this finishes the quest. I think it should. I don't think we have to haul the wood away. Well, I guess we'll see right here. There we go. Deadwood contract finished. So if we go to contracts completed, collect. Mission completed. Alright, so we have a total of $1,500 now. That's actually not bad. Took a lot longer than it needed to, because I was trying to get extra money from selling the wood. It's not worth it to sell that wood at all. I guess it being dead just makes it super cheap, and it's like 100 per tree. So yeah, not worth it whatsoever. Oh, I was searching through the shop just to see what we could buy. Everything's really expensive right now. I was trying to find like the lowest possible thing, like lowest tractor and lowest thing, so we can start doing some jobs. But we got another deadwood contract from the exact same guy, so I guess we'll just do this again. And it's 900 bucks this time, so a little bit better. And it's not gonna take us long, because I'm not gonna drive this stuff back. I'll just take it for what it is. All right, there we go. Another easy $900 collected. So I guess that's what we're gonna do for now. That seems like wow, that tree literally just spawned there. That seems like the best way to make money currently, is just to do these deadwood contracts over and over again as they appear. I don't know how fast they appear, but that one appeared pretty quick. I just want to see, because it might be glitchy, which I don't want to do. Okay, it didn't pop up. See, I thought maybe it happens like where I'm there, so it won't spawn, but if I teleport away, it would instantly spawn a deadwood again, but it doesn't work that way, so that's good. It just takes time for it to appear, I guess. So I guess while I wait for another Deadwood contract to come up, I'm going to look through this and see what the best course of action is for us to make a little bit of money. Or like what the first machine that we should buy is. Ooh, this might be what we need to do. I like this. See, because I don't want to lease vehicles, right? Because if I go to like this vehicle, for example, or this tractor, I mean, and we do lease, it's so cheap to lease. It's like $2,000. I could lease this right now, and that just makes the game way too fast, in my opinion. So no leasing on vehicles, but buying used vehicles, I like the sound of that. Because everything I buy in real life it's almost used, except for like a couple things. Alexa's talking in the background, that scared me. But everything I use or buy is basically used. So I'm thinking we might do this. I think I could get this tractor right here, as long as it doesn't go away. All right, so a lot has changed. Well, a lot hasn't changed. It actually would probably just be easier if I show you guys. So I've been farming for a long time, and you're probably wondering, why is my balance only 600? We'll get to that in a second, but if we look here, I have been cutting down trees. I think I recorded for like an hour and a half earlier. I've been cutting down trees for 7 hours, and I've cut down 313 trees, and I've done 38 missions. I probably cut most of that out because I was literally just doing deadwood trees over and over and over again. It was literally just cutting down trees. But we made like $40-ish thousand, and this is where all of my money went, right here. So we got our first tractor, the cheapest one I could get. This was the one that was for sale. It was 50% off. So we got this one half off for 30,000. And then we got this front attachment mower. So now we can actually do some lawn mowing. And the reason I chose mowing is because if we look over here, well, there's not that many tasks right now because of the season change. I'm on a whole nother month again. But we have one mowing task and it pays 2,000. So that's really not that bad. And I was thinking plowing seems to pay a decent amount, and they're always up, it seems like. So I think we're going to try to work to a plower, but mowing's going to be our starting job. So we are going to do this task right here. I'm going to go ahead and accept that, and we are good to go, I think. But yeah, I decided to do mowing just because it feels like it's the easiest, cheapest, and kind of best way to get money right now. Also, you guys might be able to tell, might be able to not tell, but I'm a little farther away from the camera. I probably zoomed it in, but you can tell with the mic, obviously. It's because I have a farm stick set up, which I don't really need for this machine, and I have a steering wheel. So we're fully simmed out right now for this mowing mission we're about to do. Let me go ahead and mark this on the map, actually. But yeah, we have the full simulator setup, ready to go. So this is actually what I wanted to actually start doing, because I had to get the money first for the machineries, which took a really long time, but we're here. I need to head over to this mission. It's 2,200 feet away, so we got a little bit of driving to do. Ooh, I think we have to take a ferry up here. Oh, we do. Okay, so R to start ferry. It's very dark and rainy, so I don't know if we, okay, the ferry, I think a ferry is coming. Oh yeah, okay, it's coming. I couldn't tell because it was taking forever, but yeah, it's definitely on its way. And the light's back on. There we go. All right, we got a nice little ferry journey. I didn't even know these were in the game, but it's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, I think we're all set up, and let's start moving soon. All right, well, that was pretty cool. I mean, it was a ferry, so only so much excitement in that, but continue heading this way over to the first ever field we're going to be mowing. All right, we're here, so I'm going to start from very, very dark. I wish I could, like, skip nighttime, but I don't think there is a way to do that, just because this is, like, a very realistic sim. Well, I mean, sleep, maybe, but who knows. Yeah, I'm going to start on this side of the field, and then we're going to work our way down. So I got to figure out how to use this machinery, because I'm using the farm stick, so I've never done this before. I think if I press this and that... No. Okay, that's how you unfold it. That's a little screwdriver to unfold. This is how you lower it. And that is how you turn it on. Okay, nice, we got it. Alright, so let's start mowing. It's going to be kind of hard until I get started, because it's very hard to see what I'm supposed to be cutting and what I'm not. I think I'm supposed to be cutting the lighter, or like more saturated grass. Yeah, okay. So we are started. So yeah, I got to do this entire field. and I think it only pays like 2,000. But this is a relatively small field, so it won't be too bad. We're already at 5% for this thing. And I don't really know how to edit this. I guess I'll just probably end up time-lapsing most of it, but you guys will have to let me know if you want to see me doing this whole thing. Probably not. I'll probably just end up time-lapsing most of this. And I should probably mention that this doesn't pay. It pays way better than what I was doing before, the Deadwood projects, and it's way easier than just cutting down the trees. But it doesn't pay a ton. I think this mission was only like 2,500. But you see all these like strips of grass. I can actually get a trailer and fill the trailer up with those strips of grass. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but I've seen some videos on this. I'm pretty sure I can fill up a trailer. I don't know if I have to do more stuff to the dead grass, or if I can just sell the dead grass as it is. But yeah, I think that should probably be our next main sort of objective, is getting a trailer that we can use to automatically pick up everything as I go. Because then that's just... Alright, so I completed this field and one other field, because I completed the first one and it literally, a new one popped up right next to it, so I just went ahead and did that one as well. Well, let's collect. There we go. And how much do we have total? We have $4,000 total. Okay, so what I want to do now is, I want to head back to shop real quick. Alright, so I was looking through these, and I think the best thing for us to do right now, I was trying to look. Oh, these are kind of cheap though, like this one. Collect grass, hay, and straw. This, I mean, it's cheap. It's $30,000, but it's not bad, and it would make things a lot easier if I got one like this. So basically, what this machine does is down here at the bottom, these like little spikes. I think that will automatically like pick up the grass, and then it'll put the grass in there, and then we can transport it in order to sell it, like the grass clippings later on. Or option B is we can do one of these trailers, which is infinitely cheaper, $6,000 instead of $30,000. So it'd be $6,000, but we would also need a front loader, which I think is down here. Or no, it's right here. We need a front loader, which is $7,000. So what was it? It was 6 plus 7. So that's 13 plus this. So it'd be 15. So it'd be half the price of the other one. I don't know. That's our two options right now. We can get either a front loader with a bucket attachment and a trailer, or we can just get that one trailer. So we're gonna have to decide which one we want to do.